got so much to do today. Since I saw you guys last, I've put a single passenger seat in, and I've basically just spent 3 days filling about 50 screw holes that are all around the van from the old ply panels. But it's one of those necessary jobs. I've treated them all for rust, and now I've filled them up with sealant and a pop rivet just so that I can prevent any future issues of water coming in or the van rusting over and crumbling to dust. Now, when it comes to sound deadening and insulation, a lot of people like to cut corners and just buy the cheap stuff off of eBay. But after spending 2 really cold winters in my last van, plus a heat wave in the summer, I understand the importance of decent insulation, which is exactly why I am using these products by Dodomat, because these products are the real deal. So that's the first piece of the sound deadening on. I think I might have gone a little over the top with the size of it. You only really need about a 50% coverage for it to be effective, but let me show you the difference that it makes. So this is without it, and this is with it. And that is the sound deadening done. As you can see, I've left 2 gaps there because I'm having windows in those panels. There's a gap on this panel just above me here, and that is going to be for a max air fan. And at the moment, I've left a gap on a sliding door as well. I'm not 100% sure what to do with that door, whether I'm going to have a window or not. I think what I might do is have a window just in this side here, the other side no window. So that way I get the best of both worlds. I can have the van facing stealth side out if I'm in a car park and I'm trying to hide, and window side out if there's a nice mountain and a stream and a pigeon outside. I don't know what I was thinking, assuming that I'll be able to get everything done in time today. I need to get it done by about 5 o'clock, and this is taking long enough. There is not a chance. But I'm just going to quickly show you what I was planning on doing. So this stuff is called Thermoliner. Now this is really decent, high quality again by this company, insulation that goes over the top of the sound deadening. And this was going to be the next stage. This is a thermal fleece, and what you do with this stuff is nice and thick and fluffy, and you just put this in all the voids on top of the other thinner insulation. And as for the floor, I'm going to be using this Dodomat Deaden Duo. This stuff is genius. It's basically a mix of 2 products. We've got the sound deadening in here, and then we've also got the thermal liner in here as well, all in one, so it's nice and easy. You just lay this down across the entire floor. Now, I did ask Dodomat if I could have some sort of discount code to give to you guys in case you wanted to buy their products, and literally this morning, just before I started filming, I got an email with that discount code. So I'm going to stick that in the description below. I think it's going to give you 10% off, but these products are high quality and they're well worth checking out. Instead of doing all this today, I'm just going to slide inside here tomorrow night unprotected. But I do need something between myself and the floor. So I'm going to head down to my storage unit, pick up the original wooden floor that was in here, and I'm just going to temporarily chuck that back down. If Amazon don't let me down, I've got an air mattress turning up. I'll bring the Duvenator, I'll bring a power station, and we'll get on the road. My Amazon delivery has arrived, so I've chucked a load of bits in the back. I'll show you that later. The plan was, I've got to be in Nottingham tomorrow, so I was just going to drive halfway up there tonight and then find somewhere random to park. But my mate Bruce, who I met at the Overland show last year, has suggested, why don't I rock up to the Overland show tonight, pop in there just for one night to say hello to everybody, stay there, and then I can go on to Nottingham in the morning. And that is a brilliant idea. Traffic is my favourite thing. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Traffic is my favourite thing. I've been driving for about an hour, something like that, maybe an hour and a half. I thought I'd give you a little update since I'm stuck in this glorious traffic. It's honestly the best part of my day is when I get stuck in traffic on the M25. I literally love it. I can't stress enough. I just want to get out and kiss all the drivers. That's a sheep! Or is it? It's a lamber. I have arrived, but I don't have a ticket or anything like that. I don't know if you can hear, there is some torturous squeaking noise coming from the back. It's been going on for about half an hour. It's either the seal around the back door, or it might be the wood that I've put back on the floor. I think that geezer was trying to flag me over. I'll just keep driving and pretend I didn't see him. Right, so Bruce told me to come in, drive to the middle of the field and we'll see him. What, is that field down there maybe? I've got no idea. Excuse me, mate. I was supposed to be going somewhere over there. I could see where they were when I pulled in, but it's the gate's shut. That's at that bit.
Okay, that's, in theory, I'll be checked in.
Let's floor it! Floor it! The pigeons on the home straight. Coming around, there's no competition. Right, do I just hang a left here and drive across this field or what? What do you mean I only got one light? Oh, brilliant. Cool, this must be a sight to behold. The pigeon flying across the field. Yeah, look, I've only been here 2 minutes and Bruce has already given it the once over. What have you found?
I found the bulb's not working, the light's not working, but I'm not used to getting my hands in tight spots anymore.
So we've got one working bulb. Is that one broke? Oh well.
What is it?
It's a light bulb, Bruce. So this is today's setup. Sort of. This is going to be the most comfortable night's sleep anyone's ever had in a van. Oh look, we've got a friend. Hello.
Bonzo.
Okay, so the first Amazon purchase is a rubber mat to stop things sliding about. Next up is a Thetford porta potty. We're just not going to talk about that. I was planning on facing my fears, but I don't need to because I'm at this event now and there's toilets all over the place. Next up we have my new fridge, which is basically just a cool bag. All this stuff is temporary, by the way. It's just for the next couple of months whilst I'm building the van, and then there's going to be different stuff in here, obviously. A proper fridge, for example. Okay, that's just some random items which came out of the last van. Pots, pans, cooking stuff and all that. Obviously we have to throw a power station into the mix. And then the centrepiece of all centerpieces, my double airbed. She's working! She's working! God, look at that! She's working a good one!
It is a nice colour though.
This is basically the most professional build you're ever going to witness.
You ready for the big switch on? This is like black.
This is.
Ooh, look at that!
They flash, I don't want that. Oh no.
He's got himself some Christmas tree lights.
I should have done this before I put the bed out. What was I thinking? By remote control. Why isn't it working? There we go. That is stage 1 of the lighting experience in here. And then, well, we've got a second remote control here. It's stage 2. And just like that, we have the perfect kingdom in here. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to shut the door up, do a little bit of socialising, and I'll catch you guys at bedtime. Right, well, I would show him your van, but it's a little dark in here, mate.
Alexa, lights on.
You're joking.
Okay.
That is genius. What else does she do in here? Why have you got a camera directly pointing at your bed?
It's a nest.
I thought you meant your bed. I thought you were going, it's not a bed, it's a nest. I'm back in a van and I've just discovered something, right? The remote control for one of the lights works for both of them, even though they're different brands. This is genius. It's like luxury living, right? So if you point it at that one, off. You have to point it down there at that one, off. Look at that. It's like living in the Ritz. But right, I'm going to have a guest over for dinner. It's going to be Bruce. Bruce has been really helpful to me recently, discussing plans for this van and helping me figure out some bits with the electrical. So, while I say I'm doing it, he's over there making beef curry and he's going to bring that over here and then I'm going to turn it into a toasty because I am the toasty king. One thing that I can't get across to you guys is how freezing cold it is in here tonight. It is bad. I mean, I know the Duvenator's good and everything, but it's never been in a situation like this because there's no insulation in here. It's much bigger than my other van, so I can't heat it easily. All right, and just like that, we've got a bedroom, we've got a storage area, we've even got a toilet over in the corner, and now we have a kitchen. Oh, would you look at that? I've got a guest.
Deliveroo.
Welcome to my humble abode. Right, you've got Alexa to turn your lights. I've got this. Oh, you have to be so close to it. I've got this, Bruce. Oh, you stupid thing. Can you dim yours though, Bruce? Because I can.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just say Alexa 10%.
Do you actually? wait, we need bread. There is some in here somewhere. My hands are too cold.
Ooh.
Look at that. Luxury. I mean, how fussy are you with, like, for example, can I prepare it on the floor?
Well, I don't care.
Well, it's a new mat. It's just
Yeah,
I've walked on some bits of it. I wouldn't have walked right over here, would I? No one's walked on
You know
this.
what? It's not going to kill us, eh? It's going to make us stronger.
I'm really fussy in some situations, but any situation where it's like a barbecue or an outdoor cooking thing, I feel like I'm Bear Grylls. Like I pick up my sausage with a twig and that. Do you know what I mean? I've always been like that. But as soon as I'm indoors, I'm like, oh no, something's touched my sausage. Chuck it.
Yeah. And
Not
what's
right.
it with a fork?
Oh yeah, I have to eat Wotsits with a fork. Yeah, you don't want cheese dust on your fingers. That in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to tuck these drawstrings in, otherwise we're going to have a horrendous fire travelling up towards my neck. Do you want me to do yours first?
No, whatever.
I'm not even going to ask what's in this, because otherwise I might start going, oh no, vegetables. But I was well...
There's no vegetables. It's just roadkill.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I eat things I'm not supposed to eat. Like when I went to a wedding once, I ate a poisonous flower just to make everyone laugh. But if it's stuff you're supposed to eat that's healthy, I'm always like, nah. God, look at that, coming along nicely. Oh, would you look at that?
That's the one.
That is the one. It is so hot in this van, or not even a van, a motorhome, luxury apartment on wheels compared to mine.
Chicken so much. No, it's on you, Lev.
Look, it's a
proper toilet. Where does it go? Is it the same?
There's a show in there, Lev.
what it. No, I had to empty all the shit that he just changed in it.
When I get back in my van later, I'm going to freeze to death. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this.
Happy days.
I'm back in my van. It is freezing cold in here. I think to lock the doors, I have to use the button on the dash, because if I use my keys, the alarm might go off. Okay, so this is the setup. We've got my old duvet just hanging over that shelf, and hopefully that's not only going to block out the light, but that might help with the insulation. And then obviously we've got the bed. That is the Duvinator, the original and best. That is hopefully going to keep me warm. I got it plugged in to the power station. Right, for now, I'm going to have this on level 6, just for 15 minutes. What has happened to these fairy lights? It's like a disco in here. I've lost the original remote for them. Well, I haven't lost it. It's somewhere in all that carnage. Honestly, I'm so worried that this airbed's going to go down in the night. It was like, I had to get one that was going to be delivered the next day, and the reviews weren't the best. I'm not going to lie. There is every chance that I'm going to end up on the cold, hard ground. Fingers crossed it's going to go well. I think it's about 2 AM at the moment, so I'm going to get my head down, try and get some sleep. And I'll catch you guys in the morning. Look how stupid these lights are, right? It says off on one side, and on the other side it says no, because they've written it upside down. It's supposed to say on. Turn off! You idiot! That's better. And you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, lovely. I know I usually film my morning scene in bed, but it was ridiculously cold last night. In fact, it was so cold that if your dog had done that in the night, I would have got out and bagged it up and used it as a hot water bottle. I can honestly say I am never doing that again. Never. That was like hell on earth. The Duvinator, don't get me wrong, this thing's amazing. I've slept in snowy conditions in the last van, and I was too hot in the middle of the night. I had no other heating in that van. But because obviously I've got no insulation on the floor, and the bed is directly on the floor, it was like sleeping on a sheet of ice. It was so cold though, like I can't even describe it. I almost got up in the middle of the night and boiled up a kettle and chucked it over myself. I think I got about 3 hours sleep. Now when I get home, I'm gonna sign up to a polar bear charity, because those things must go through hell every day. I know what they feel now. The polar bear. I am one with the polar bear. That was ridiculous. I just had the delivery it says this is the one. What is inside?
Bacon bap.
Oh, you legend. All right, what do we have today? We've got Honduras, don't know how to pronounce that, Ethiopia, Guatemala, and Brazil. Oh, Brazil. Let's try a bit of Brazil. Right, it's time to get to Nottingham, although there's now a detour across to Cambridge. It's going to be quite a mission, but I've got a few things to pick up. First of all, I've got to figure out how to get out of here. That gate seems to be locked. I'm just going to drive over there and see if there's anyone to open it. Cool, first things first, let's get a bit of heat blasting in here, shall we? Surely they're going to let me out here. No, they're not. Is he official? Is he going to let me out? No, he's walking away. Brilliant.
Do you want to grab that end?
Yeah.
See people here.
Do you want me to get in? But yeah, it's officially on at the weekend. Right, stop number 1 complete. I'm going to let you guys into a little secret. So these videos are filmed so far in advance that by the time that you see this video in real life, this van is actually already finished. Now, I'm just going to skip forward to the future quickly to show you a little sneak preview of the finished van. In 3, 2, 1. So, what I've done in here is a little bit of a basic conversion. I mean, as you can see, you know, I've applied a bit of premium wood to the walls. Sort of extended it out the back here a little bit, just a small bit to give myself a little bit of extra leg room. And in general, yeah, I think I've done quite a nice job. You see, I've got my cooking units, my full kitchen here. Nice oak table. I think that's oak, I can't remember what I installed now. I've got myself a driver, co-pilot.
Banksman.
But all in all, I hope you liked the conversion process. I will release the full build video at some point. It's just going to take a while to edit because of the months of hard work I've put into this thing. All right, I can dream, can't I? But no, today's date is actually April the 13th, so I don't know when you're going to see this, probably in a few days' time. I'm loaded up with the most amazing new battery. I'm not going to show you it right now because you will see that in a future video whilst it's getting installed. But that is about it for me. I did just want to say that I know I said when I get this new van I'm going to be on bigger and better adventures, but obviously that is going to start once the van is built. So for now it's just going to be these random ones, a bit of the build footage, and we'll go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I've done a lot of driving, so I can't wait to go home tonight. As always, I just want to say a massive thank you to anyone who's donated to the channel by buying me a brain cell through the link in the description below. Make sure you guys hit subscribe because you don't want to miss what's coming up, and I will catch you on the next episode.